Yeah. Madam Speaker, let me remind everybody that 21 people were killed in Uvalde, 19 children, 10 people killed in Buffalo, and I say that because I think my colleagues need to be reminded about why we're here today. Not to talk about the budget, but to talk about saving lives. And I also remind them that the shooter in Buffalo and the shooter in Uvalde went in and legally purchased an AR-15 at 18 years old. Our bill that we're talking about here today would have prevented that. Whatever they're doing for their previous question, I don't know what it is, would not. I now yield 2 minutes to the gentlewoman from Pennsylvania, a member of the Rules Committee, Ms. Scanlon.
Gentlewoman is recognized.
Madam Speaker, since the Judiciary Committee marked up the Protecting Our Kids Act last Thursday, dozens more Americans have been killed or wounded in shootings, including in Philadelphia. Saturday night was a beautiful summer evening in the South Street Entertainment District when a fistfight broke out. It ended with 3 deaths and 11 injured after multiple people pulled guns and fired into the bustling crowd. Most of those gun owners were licensed to carry. One had a ghost gun, which of course is the subject of our legislation today. The point is that the current approach to gun violence in this country, which has encouraged a flood of guns to our streets, is not working. We need to do more, and we need to do it now. This isn't about being pro-gun or anti-gun. Gun violence is not a partisan issue. It's a sickness infecting this entire country. Whether Philadelphia, Uvalde, Tulsa, Buffalo, or anywhere else in between, none of us should sit idly by and watch preventable gun deaths happen every single day. And I know that I, for one, cannot. We are not helpless. We can change this. The needle on this issue has moved, and it is not going back. The only question is whether Republican members of Congress and the Senate will listen to their constituents or the NRA. Our fellow Americans are demanding action. There is nothing unconstitutional about the bills we consider today, and they will help stop the routine slaughter of children, neighbors, teachers, doctors, seniors in our schools, neighborhoods, churches, temples, mosques, and supermarkets. I refuse to tell our children that they must be sacrificial lambs to a radical, twisted theory of armed Second Amendment liberty that is decoupled from personal responsibility and refuses to recognize the overriding purposes of the Constitution to ensure domestic tranquility and promote the general welfare. That also refuses to recognize that there are constitutional limits to the Second Amendment. Our Constitution is not a suicide pact. Our children know as well as we do that we can do something. We have the power to pass this bill, and we must. I yield back.
Gentleman reserves. Gentlewoman from Minnesota.